Hopefully, after this conversation that takes place, that they find themselves better on one accord. I'm hoping that we can actually get this fixed, and hopefully it's just a big misunderstanding.
There was a point in time when I was showing her both.
And that's my thing, because I feel like at this point now you tricking me.
What's poppin'? Welcome to another episode of Luv Xperience. I just want to say, first of all, that last episode did not go as planned. We were trying to do an episode just talking about cheating, and somehow I ended up being the target of the discussion. I mean, I kept it real. I feel like you should always keep it real with your lady. You know, I kept it real with her, and I feel like we damn near broke up because of the situation. Like, you seen how the episode ended. It's been really awkward since. So I brought my boy Banks on the show today. He's gonna be giving us some mediation, some counseling, so we can kind of work through this. And you know, because we have a lot of stuff going on, so we don't really need no negative energies right now at all. So, what's up, bro? Appreciate you coming on, man.
Man, my pleasure. And I'm sorry that I had to come on through this type of situation, but how are you feeling? Because I know we talked before, but I just want to actually get a good state of your mind. How are you feeling now?
Well, after everything that happened, I mean, because we have huge goals. Like, we're trying to make $1 million next year. We're trying to really, you know, get some of what we're doing. It's like after that, it just really put a stitch in our side from what we got doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're at home, we're arguing, you know, nobody wants to cook dinner. I cook dinner, she don't want to eat it. She don't even want to be home. It's just a lot of crazy stuff going on right now.
So y'all haven't even had a solid conversation, a talk or anything since then?
We have talked, but it's like she's the type of person, like, if she's not feeling the situation, she's just gonna walk away and she ain't really gonna engage in the conversation. So it's kind of been like a little nonchalant on her end. She don't really wanna talk to me about it.
I feel that, and that's not healthy.
No.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, that is not healthy. For the sake of y'all relationship, y'all been together for a good 5 years, y'all made a lot of strides, not to mention y'all moved states together, you know. It's very pertinent for y'all to actually sit down and try to figure out what's going on, because if something happened so long ago,
exactly,
and I say so long ago, you know what I'm saying, because you're a completely different person than the person you were yesterday.
Exactly.
So you're going to be completely different from the person you was 5 years ago.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So for something to be held on to that for that long, it has to be something else that pissed her off completely. Mm-hmm. Women don't get mad for no reason.
She feel like it was a buildup of different things.
Download.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Women don't get mad instantly, they download. You know what I'm saying? Once that download hit its peak, everything comes out the water.
Okay.
Yeah, so honestly, like, I do feel like there needs to have to be a discussion somewhere.
Right.
For this to keep going on, because if there's not a discussion and y'all just let it linger, then who's to say where it's gonna go, and it may end up in a place that where y'all don't want it to be, and all your hard work is just down the toilet now.
Exactly, and that's what I'm worried about. That's why I hit you up, because I was like, I feel like we're going in the wrong direction right now. You know,
right.
We got to get things back right, because when you're doing this and you're really trying to focus on something, there ain't really time to just fall off and not focus, because, you know, then it takes months and months to get back right. So I'm like, we got to get this together now.
Right. I mean, some people, they forget that, like, when you're in a relationship, you're still two individual people. Y'all come together in a partnership, yes. Y'all work together, yes. But at the end of the day, y'all still are two individuals with your own emotions and the way that y'all go about things. So it's always good to get on one accord through conversation or whatever means that y'all use to communicate with each other, so you know what's going on. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, the bills still got to get paid. At the end of the day, like, y'all still have to coexist in the same house with each other. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be some type of communication there. And sometimes women and men, I can't just say completely women, we just need our cool down period.
Right.
We'll get hot, pissed off, probably see red for like a week straight. And then the next week it's like, oh, okay, now I'm ready to talk.
Right, exactly. I mean, I hope she's ready to talk today. I mean, I got her here today, and I don't know. I mean, she said she didn't want to get on camera, but I feel like it's important, you know. So I'm gonna go talk to her and to see if we can get her to come out here, and that way we can sit down and have a discussion. Just kind of gets to the bottom of everything that's going on. What is the real source of it? Like, if it wasn't about that, what is it? Let's figure it out, because, you know,
right.
We got huge ambition. You know
I mean, because y'all was talking about billions from millions. So if y'all want to get to that billion from the million, y'all gotta fix this right here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Facts. But I appreciate you coming on, bro. I'm gonna go get her right now. And we're gonna, yeah, appreciate it.
No problem, man. I'm gonna be here.
So,
now, hopefully, after this conversation that takes place, that they find themselves better on one accord. They're a good relationship. I have people that watch them and actually idolize to be like them. So to see anything fall off or to see anything stop will really put a damper not only their relationship, but some of the people that I got watching them because they love them, you know? So I'm hoping that we can actually get this fixed and hopefully it's just a big misunderstanding.
sit down.
I really don't want to, but whatever. Can't even get in the chair.
So how you feeling today?
I'm okay, I guess.
No drinks? No, you know, last time it was the whole splash affair.
Oh my God. I don't know. I think we good without the drinks.
You don't take a shot? Every episode we take a shot. You don't want to do it?
I mean, this is the love experience, and sometimes you gotta fight through your love.
So what you saying? I guess.
Hey, can we get a shot?
And then y'all got the deli on in here.
Yeah.
So you rather the deli on being poured on you or the Hennessy?
We're not doing no more porn on me. You did too much of that last
I'm
time.
not gonna do that again. Like whatever.
So I guess we got 2 cups. So
Yeah, I would like to share.
Oh God. Is this a setup or something? Like you making us share cups? Like what is that?
Sometimes you gotta rekindle what you started.
as a matter of fact, go ahead. You pour your shot.
Just as long as we don't have no hands thrown, you know, hey.
I ain't throwing hands today.
Not today?
I'm gonna be a lady today.
Oh, okay.
As long as he don't piss me off, we good.
As long as that boot don't come out, huh?
Deli on to be all over this floor.
We don't need
We're
that.
not doing that no more, girl. We're here today to try to fix things, not make it worse, please. Oh, I guess y'all go ahead and take a shot. What's the shot to?
What is this to? Yeah, that's.
This is to the rekindling of the love experience and actually getting through whatever it is that started this whole situation.
Okay.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
It's smooth.
Have you tried it before?
No, that's my first time.
This is good.
Yeah, real smooth.
Really good for tequila.
Good job, Didi. So after that,
Oh, that's perfect. Okay.
so if you don't mind my asking, what started you up? Like what got you to that moment of being pissed off?
I think that it just kind of took me back to the time where, you know, we first met and the way things were going. I wasn't looking for a relationship.
Okay.
I was in a situation where I had just moved back to Atlanta, just got out of a serious situation, a marriage to be exact. And I was like ready to just, you know, focus on me and my life and my children. And when I met Phlo, he was just very persistent. Like he was just on me, like. And then when I realized he had a girl, I mean, I knew that he had a girl. I'm not just gonna act like I didn't know. That wasn't the point. I knew that, but he just made it seem like he was ready to be over with her. He was just ready to move forward with me. And at the time, you know, we had done things. We had obviously had feelings for each other, but it was the persistency for me. And it's like, if you know what you want, like, don't sit up here and tell me that you done with this girl, but you really not. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what led me to my decision to be like, okay, you know, I'm gonna do this again, try love again, and, you know, accept you and just move forward with you. And in my mind, I'm thinking that was just us, but because another thing too is like, I could have just been with whoever. You know what I'm saying? There were other people trying to get at me, trying to, you know, be with me and grow and build.
You ain't telling me that. So I'm finding this out right now.
Oh, but you ain't telling me that you was still fucking a girl. So what we talking about?
So,
Okay.
so
Exactly.
off the last video that I've actually witnessed, you were saying that towards the end of your previous relationship, going into this relationship with her, that you wasn't really feeling it no more, you was willing to break up, and there was nothing there for you anymore. Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I mean, when she, like right before I met her, I was in a relationship with a girl. We were together for a year.
Right.
But it wasn't really going nowhere. Like, it wasn't really what I envisioned myself being in, you know. Once you get to a year, it's kind of like, are you gonna be with them or not? You feel me? And
right.
we're coming up on a year, and I just felt like I didn't really see a future in it, you know what I mean? And I actually tried to break up with her. I sat down with her, and she begged me, like literally cried her eyes out and begged me to stay with her. And this is right, like around the time I met her, like maybe right before I met her. So, you know, after I met her, I realized, you know, hey, this is why I wanted to leave her, because there's better options out here. A woman that could maybe relate to me more and be more like the woman I want to be with on a longer scale, you know what I mean? So when I met her, I was chilling with her, but I still had a girl,
right?
You know, and I didn't break it off with her. So there was a point in time when I was chilling with both of them,
and that's my thing, because I feel like at this point now you tricking me, because you making me feel like, okay, I'm the only one you don't want to be with her. And I get it, they were still in the breakup phase, still together, but like, you know, trying to like end it off. And then it's just like, okay, I'm the only girl.
So with that being said, you was more of the longer lines of feeling like you was being manipulated, where you were feeling like, I'm going through a soft breakup because of how emotional your previous ex was. So you was thinking, I feel I can be wrong, forgive me if I'm assuming, but you was looking out more for her mental state more than the emotional side. So the soft breakup was more for, let me ease her off so she can still be one with herself while you move forward with this.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened, basically. And I don't think she understood that. But the problem was, it was more somewhat still sexual, because I was still having sex with her, and that's what she didn't know. That's what she's finding out now.
Yeah, because he never told me that. He made it seem like it was just me at the time and he was done with her. And like, I'm like, okay, so you tricked me, because if I would have known that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let you figure that out. You still go be with her, because obviously if you still fucking her, you still wanna be with her, so I'm gonna just let you do that. And then I would have just moved on to what I wanted to do. But I feel like now you got me stuck in here, and I'm like, okay.
Because for a woman, sometimes it's different. You know what I'm saying? When you open up to a man or whoever you're opening up to, you open up your full self, so you feel very vulnerable.
Exactly.
Which I understand. You, on the other hand, you're like, hey, this is the one I actually want to be with, so let me get away from what I previously had so I can move forward in life.
Exactly.
And I feel like the misconception is the fact that you was already gun-ho. You know what I'm saying? And he had his situation. So since you was already 100% down, he was still 75, 90% because he still had excess baggage he needed to get on respectfully. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And once he did that, y'all have had this span of 5 years together. How do you feel about that?
I mean, honestly, I feel like throughout the time we've grown a lot and we built a lot, so I stand on that respect, but I just don't like the foundation of how it all started. Like, I would have rather known, like, that's what you was doing. Because there was a lot of stuff that transpired after that. The girl was saying she was pregnant. Like, I went through a lot to still be holding on to this relationship. It's just like, for what? Like, what is this, at what cost? So I would have rather just been, if that's what you was doing, they would have made sense why the girl saying she's pregnant. A lot of things would have made more sense to me. But here I am thinking this girl just crazy, she lying, you know what I'm saying? But all the while, that was what was really going on. So it's making me feel like I'm some type of side chick, when I've always been, you know, married. I've never been in a position of a side chick. I can never just take that position and just be okay with it. Like, that's not something that's not me.
Because you stand on your own.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
right.
So.
It's not to say that you was in one situation or ever been or ever looked to be a side chick. You just stood on your own. If the opportunity ever came to you, like, you know what, I'm good, I'd rather just do this, you go do you.
Right, because that's what it looked like. Like, when she came in the room, I felt bad for the girl. Like, when she came in the room and we was in the bed together, like, we talked about that. It was all innocent. Like, it looked like we were doing something, but we weren't. We didn't do anything. And it made me feel like, damn, like, it's that side chick type shit. And I was like, I can't.
So you felt like a side chick in that moment?
Yeah, but I knew that I wasn't, though. But I'm like, it progressed from there, and I was still in the picture, and you were still dealing with her. So now I'm like, okay, are you side chicking me? Without me knowing?
Are you side chicking me?
Fuck? Yeah, that's how I felt. So.
And how did you feel? Like,
I mean, I felt like I wasn't currently, like, even though I was still in a relationship with my original girl, I didn't feel like I was. Like, in my heart, I didn't feel like it. So I felt like I didn't really feel like I was in a relationship with her, but after that day when we started building on things, I still felt like this is what I wanted. This is where my heart really is. But the thing is like the girls blow me up, showing up at my house. She's the type to show up at like 9 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Waking me up, like, and somebody lets her in or whatever. I'm just waking up my girls, like, could you imagine waking up and your girl sitting in the bed beside you, like, oh shit, I didn't know you was here. You feel me? Like making sure I ain't got no bitches and shit like that. So it was weird.
So when you say that to me, now that I'm looking back at it, like, what was she really like? Why was she really doing that? Were you doing other shit? Because obviously to make her do some stuff like that, you would have had to been doing something to make her feel insecure. For her to be popping up at your house that early. Like,
the truth is that the girl was like, she had never been in a relationship as serious as the one that we were in. So she didn't really know how to handle it. I found I don't know how I found that girl, but she was just way behind the times, a little immature for her age, you could say. And so she was just scared to lose me. She was really scared. She was obsessed with me. And sometimes when I think about how obsessed she was with me, I wonder like, why? What's up with that? I don't know. I don't know why she was that obsessed with me. But she was hella obsessed with me. So, I mean, I think there was times where she would be sitting at the end of my street and my homeboys would pull up and they'd be like, hey, your girl is on the corner. I'm like, nah, man.
Borderline stalker.
Yeah, that's weird. that's definitely weird.
You already had me on the pop-ups, because I don't do pop-ups.
Yeah,
nah.
You got to call first.
Right.
And then nobody just let you in my crib.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like people would leave the crib and she would be, I'm assuming she would be outside chilling waiting for someone to leave. And she'd be like, oh, they're leaving, let me get in the crib. I don't know how she got in there. I need to go ask my people, like, how the fuck did she get in the house exactly? Like, she'd be in there. She might have got herself a key or something. She might have took my key in.
But that is weird. That's the type of shit that I didn't want to be a part of. I'm like, okay, if we were to move forward, you know, even after that situation happened, like, I don't want to be a part of nothing like that. Her popping up and doing all that weird. No.
But I can understand where you're coming from, because I dealt with something like that before. As a man, it's hard to get away from somebody that's that emotionally damaged or that emotionally scarred or never had something that serious before. They're afraid of losing it, so they're trying any and every outrageous thing that they can think of that they probably saw in the movies just to get back into good graces, which really that's tarnishing, doing more damage than good.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So from that point, even before, I feel like y'all got caught in the bed on the anniversary. You know what I'm saying? You was already mentally and emotionally gone.
Right, exactly. So I really didn't even care. That sounds bad, but I was just like, all right, it is what it is. I knew I didn't do nothing wrong. She was beating my ass. I'm like, but at the end of the day.
And then y'all be talking about me beating his ass. That girl was really throwing some blows. I saw it myself. She was knocking him the fuck out. I felt bad. I was like, if she hit him one more time, I'm gonna have to, you know, rumble with her. Cause
you made me feel bad watching them hands. I'm sorry.
I'm saying, them little mushes that you got.
So you're saying that's okay?
I'm not saying it's okay. I don't, but what I'm saying is I didn't physically put hands on you. I didn't inflict pain. I mushed you, if that's what we talking about. That's what we saying?
That was a mush.
Because I mushed you, I'm gonna mush you in your head a couple times, but I'm not gonna inflict pain and give you no red marks on your face. That girl was really fucking you up. I would never do you like that.
But let me ask this, do you think that mushing somebody in the face is a good thing?
I mean, I feel like a little mush ain't gonna hurt. Did you?
So what if I mush you?
I mean, I don't know. I think us women, I'm not gonna say all of us do this. I'm not trying to make an excuse. Maybe it's a Leo woman. I don't know, because I'm outrageous when it comes to like anger. And I feel like
I don't agree. You're not that bad.
Okay, I guess. I don't know.
It's some reminiscence of back home.
Sometimes I be like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. I'm not gonna lie, I shouldn't have did that. But it could have been worse. I definitely could have knocked you the fuck out, pulled on your braids or something. Cause
luckily I didn't have these braids. My braids were up.
But I don't think violence when I get mad. I don't think that. I just think, okay, do a little 1 2 1 2 and then here, you know, it's whatever. But a little mush, I feel like people were taking a little too extra. Like I didn't do a lot. Like I threw a little drink on you and then I mushed you. And then that was that.
I dig that. Because from an outside perspective, the reason why I asked is because, like, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I see that, I flash back to what happened to me before, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it can cause more anger than necessary.
It's a trigger.
Right.
Yeah.
So when that does happen, it's like, wow, she really pissed. Like,
Yeah.
Bro, you better run.
Right.
Better run for whatever hill you can find.
Facts.
But with that being said, it sounds like more of the lines of you were hurt because you didn't know everything that transpired in the beginning.
Yeah, because it's like going back to the beginning, that, like I said, that's the foundation. So it's like, what else do I have to be worried about? What else do I have to question? What else did you lie about? I'm thinking everything, playing back everything that happened over the span of 5 years. I'm just like, so did you lie about this? Like, it's just, you know, if a relationship is built off, you know, dishonesty, then where can it really go?
So since then, throughout the rest of the time you had time to think or what have you thought of anything else that you feel like he probably could have lied about?
I feel like that may have been the only issue, really, because things with them two were left kind of like open. They didn't really break up. It was just like, okay, I'm gonna just stop talking to her. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know of any other of his exes that he just kind of like held that door open. It was just like everybody else knew their position. Okay, it's over with, that's it. And I understood that. But with this girl, it was like, I knew how they ended. He never ended it off because she didn't want to break up with him. So it's like she was holding on to him. So I guess she felt like, or he felt like, it was always that access whenever, you know, they wanted to do whatever. So
now, us being men, we know, and women know too, sometimes in order to get away from somebody, you gotta ghost them.
okay.
Straight up.
There's certain people.
Certain people.
You
You have to ghost them.
That's just
There's
what it
no
is.
other way, no other alternative. You could have met somebody at the club, gave him your number. Now he blowing you up every 5 minutes and you ain't seen him since the club. You gotta ghost him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that this was their situation. I'm just giving you a scenario of things that we all go through as humans.
He's right.
Yeah, but I hear that, but then it's like you ghost them, but you still fucking them. So is it a ghost or is it a fucking, like, what is it?
I mean, she was my girl.
I get
Okay,
that,
there
but-
was a point in time. Okay, if you don't remember, there was a time where I was with you at an Airbnb. Okay, and she was at my house at 9 in the morning, blowing me up, right? I was with you. I showed up at the crib. I'm talking to her. She sees a hickey on my neck.
Yeah,
Because
but-
somebody put a hickey on my neck.
Yeah, but you told, that's what I'm saying. These
And
are the
she, once again, trying to beat my ass again.
Okay, but this was around the time where you told me that y'all wasn't together. That's why you were at my Airbnb, because obviously, hello, like, you're not with her. Y'all are over.
So with that being said, and you knowing that he had the hickey on the neck because you provided it, and you knowing you got your ass whooped again because you was there, is there anything else, putting all the cards on the table, that you felt like you probably held back or didn't divulge throughout the relationship?
I mean, I feel like I could have told you that we were still having sex. I could have told you that. And I feel bad that what happened last time, it went like that. At the end of the video, you know, and ever since then at the crib, you've been acting funny. You know, other night I cooked dinner, you didn't even eat it. Like, wait, I can't cook? Why, because I made it or because it don't taste good?
This ain't no COVID commercial. I thought I didn't have no taste buds till I realized I was married to somebody white. This dude.
Okay, well, I'll put a little extra seasoning next time. All right.
Little extra
But you didn't even try it. So
Extra Mrs.
how would you
Daddy.
know? You didn't even try it.
I don't know. I feel like overall I ain't been having no appetite. Period. Like I just ain't been wanting to eat. Like,
Have you been feeling that frustrated?
yeah, cause I just think I reflect. I'm a huge thinker, so like I always think about like my past and how things could have been different, you know. And that could have went so many different ways.
Well, I mean, how do you feel right now? Like where we're at right now? Like I feel like, how are we gonna sit here and do this? We got so much going on right now. Like we can't hold on to this. It's, like you said, it's 5 years ago.
I get that, but still.
We here now. Like how are we gonna hold on to that?
So I don't know.
So do you feel like since that point in time for these 5 years, have you felt like he betrayed you in any way?
Yeah, that was not since that time. I don't feel like that.
Do you feel like he's still a good provider or a good companion, partner?
Yeah, absolutely. He's good in all those areas for sure.
Is he somebody that you feel like you can continue to trust, or do you feel like you have to rebuild some trust?
There's definitely gonna have to be some rebuilding in that area, because I have a lot of questions. So once those questions get answered and I can understand and process that, then I feel like, yeah, we can definitely move forward. But you know, it's just me. It's probably just me, because I'm like, damn, my life could have went like this. If I didn't move forward with him, I could have had this, or I could have been here, or it's just, I think of just all the things that could have been different. And not to say that I'm not happy here, but it's like sometimes I be thinking like, okay, what if I didn't move forward with him? I could have just been.
So do you have any regrets of this relationship?
I don't. But I just would have rather him been honest from the beginning. That's it.
I regret some shit.
What do you regret?
I'm just kidding, but I feel like saying that after all what you talking about. I feel like regretting something.
What you regret?
I don't regret nothing, but still.
Okay.
I like that. I like it. So it's safe to say that y'all still pretty much love each other dearly. It's just y'all had a spat. Y'all had a disagreement, something that you didn't know that you
I didn't know, yeah.
Right, that you felt like you were supposed to know or have privy knowledge to. It was something that you felt like, hey, I had to distance myself from it, so therefore I didn't want to revisit that thought or that conversation to bring up old trauma and certain so forth and so on.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it sounds like y'all still love each other. Y'all just have to get your questions written out so you can actually have some clarity and some closure. And you just got to be truthful about every little thing you do from here on out.
Right. You got my location, you know where I be.
Well, you got mine too.
Okay.
So we equal on that. Well,
That's
it's
what
not
I'm
about where
saying.
you be. I know you ain't nowhere. Like, come on now, that ain't what we talking about. It's just like you
just saying.
said, every little detail does matter. And that small little detail, even though a lot of people might look at it, oh, it's 5 years ago, oh, but it makes a huge difference.
Because we're engaged and we're looking to we're gonna get married. That's why.
It's different. We're not no boyfriend, girlfriend. This is like engagement, ready to be married, ready to have children together. Like, this is a huge thing. It's not just, so.
That don't mean using his son in the backseat to prank him though.
For sure.
But I just want to say I appreciate you coming today.
Nah, that's no
I
problem.
feel like we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. I mean, we've been through worse. We've been through hard times. But I feel like we're gonna be good. She be wilding. I mean, I'm a Taurus and she's a Leo.
How? What you mean?
Throwing drinks, somebody poking,
Man, boy,
mushing
please.
me.
From the stuff that you telling me that your baby mama done did to you, your ex, ain't nothing I do compared to that. Don't even.
I mean, do you want to see videos
Videos of what?
of me and her? Like, what's the question? What do you want to know?
Huh? Videos of what?
She's gonna write down her questions so y'all can continue this love experience.
But, all right, man. I feel like you did a great job, bro. I feel like we can. How do you feel? Did you do good?
I definitely help with having a different perspective and not you just talking because you just talk so much. Sometimes I just be like, shut up. But I appreciate, this helps a lot.
You're more than welcome.
I guess, Charles.
So, sounds like we're gonna continue for this love experience, and I'm gonna continue to get some more episodes.
Yeah.
Cause I'm a fan, and I need to keep watching.
We appreciate that. For
I
real.
mean, the business don't stop, the money don't stop.
Yeah, but you can't. I feel like a lot of YouTube couples break up because of that.
Right.
They break up because they're worried about the business and they're worried about the money, and they're not worried about the relationship.
That's true.
Right.
So that's why it's so important we sit down here and do this, because there ain't no Princess and Phlo if we're broken up.
This is true. Cause you
It's
gotta.
a brand too. Like, it's not just, we a couple, but the business side, we got people that look up to us and that really want to see us go strong. So it's like if we break up or if something happens, it's like, damn, another YouTube couple just broke up. Like, it's like literally 1 year it was like back to back. Everybody was breaking up. We like, damn.
People losing hope and love.
Yeah,
You
people
know
was
what I'm
really
saying?
losing. Yeah.
Cause y'all, not only are y'all a YouTube couple, y'all also a brand. Y'all a company, and every good company does not sell the brand. They sell emotions. Look at Coca-Cola. They sell on friendship and connectivity. You know what I'm saying? Benz, they sell on luxury and status. Y'all sell on love. You know what I'm saying? Camaraderie, connections. You know what I'm saying? Bring a difference together. So.
That's
agree.
facts.
Wow.
That's a great perspective, actually.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, all right, bro. I feel like we'll probably definitely bring you back on the show another time, you know?
Because we're going to definitely need some more counseling. Yeah, it don't stop here at all, man. I feel like every relationship, you know, because me and Phlo was doing counseling before, and we didn't have any issues or anything like that. We were actually good, but, you know, so I feel like sometimes counseling just helps.
Bring it close. Communication.
Yeah, bring it closer. Communication helps you understand things that you
preventive.
Yeah. So we'll definitely need this going forward.
Well,
I'm going to put you on a payroll.
I'm always a call away.
For sure. But tell them where to follow you at. Where can they find you?
You can find me at I am Phlo Banks on all social media platforms. Get at me if you ever need anything.
Sure.
Yes.
But all right, we got to go home and handle some things and.
I don't know what you told him on the side, but that is not, no. You're already ready to do that, child. Anyway.
I'm ready. But all right, we'll see y'all in the next video.
Peace.